Hi, this is VSG Kiki. It's been about 3 months since I made a video, and I keep saying I'm gonna get on here and make one, but I guess life has happened, and it's been kind of hard for me to make a video. So I'm gonna make a video today. Um, let's first start with the stats because that's what everybody wants to hear. So we're gonna start with that. And if I glance off, it's because I wrote notes. I have a notebook, and I wrote notes on it to help me out. This is not going to be a long video because I promised my sister I will let her use the computer again. So we're going to talk about it. I was sleeved on September 19th, 2016 at Rex Medical or Memorial. I don't know the name of it. And in Raleigh or North Carolina. And um, before surgery, my highest weight was 371. Today is 3 months because it is December 19th today. And I was 371 then. I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably wipe my nose because it's running. And I was 371 then. And today I weighed in this morning with 307. So if I do math, which I need to do right now because I can't figure that out. For 64 pounds. Yes, 64 pounds. Sometimes I see 306. Sometimes I see 307. I'm gonna just go with 307 because I figure that's just the way to do it. That's a lot of weight. 64 pounds is a lot of weight to lose in 3 months. Um, it's incredible. I can't tell you I feel bad at all about having this surgery because I don't. I feel excellent. I wish I would have had it when I was a little bit younger instead of waiting. I'm 31 now, and I got the surgery right before I turned 31. I'm so sorry. You're probably going to be like, ew. Um, I got the surgery before I was 31, a little bit before my birthday is in October, and I'm very happy with it, like superbly happy with it. So I decided that the focus point of this video today would be for those who are thinking about getting the sleeve or have just gotten the sleeve or maybe think about getting some other type of bariatric surgery. I'm just going to give you my experience of the 10 positives and the 10 negatives of the surgery. And I'm going to go kind of quick because again, I don't like super long videos, so I'm not going to make a super long video. So first thing, I'm gonna go a positive, then a negative, then a positive, then a negative, um, to help everybody out. I'm sitting here drinking, sipping. This is Vitamin Water Zero, and it's the orange rise. I just looked at this. I just got this because it was in my mom's refrigerator. Because not only have I had the surgery, but since I've had the surgery, my sister and my mom have had the surgery. Well, she had it today. So my sister got it, I want to say like 5 weeks after me, and then my mom got it 3 months after me. My mom's process went a lot quicker because mine was about 10 months and hers was 3 months. So she was in there and out there. But um, yeah. So first positive, so I'm going to go positive, negative, positive, negative. Or should I go negative, positive? Because you always want to end on a high note. So I'm probably going to go negative, positive. Okay, negative. First, negative. Number one is that the gas. I know that you hear that you have gas problems right after surgery, but I have gas problems all the time. I'm more gassy now than I have ever been in my entire life. I try to live with gas strips because it is not the kind of gas where you're walking around, Putin all the time. Like people say that, but you don't want to be walking around passing gas all the time. But it's the kind of gas where your stomach hurts. At times you feel bloated or kind of like uncomfortable. I think it's because of the food I'm eating. I really do. I think it's because of the food. I don't eat bad food. I just know that sometimes like dairy I love yogurt, Greek yogurt. I probably have Greek yogurt daily. I probably do one or two a day. And I think I'm just kind of like, it gives me gas, but I just really like it. So I'm going to keep doing it, you know? Sorry again for the tissue. Um, so gas is always an issue. Um, yeah, it's always an issue. Along with that, I'm going to go straight into my next negative because it goes with the first negative. Um, I burp all the time, like all the time. I mean, for no reason. I can take a sip of this and then I have to burp, like right after. I don't know if it's getting the air. I think there's air there and it makes you burp, but I burp all the time. I mean, I tell people before I hang out with them, don't be offended. I'm sorry. I'm gassy. So don't if I just start burping and saying excuse me, it's not that I'm being a nasty person. It's just that I just did it right there. But it's not that I'm a nasty person. It's just that that's what happens. Okay, first positive, weight loss. That's a huge positive. Weight loss that is fast and it's not where we'll work. I know last time I made a video, I think I was about 330 something at that time. And after that, I hit a stall. And I was from maybe like week 3, 4 to like week 7, 8. I was only going down 2 pounds and then up 2 pounds and down 2 pounds and up. And I was in depression mode because I thought that I was like, I did not want to pay for this surgery and not lose but 30 pounds and whatever. So I was going through changes about that. And all of a sudden, like on week 7 or 8, all of a sudden weight just started going zoom, zoom, zoom. And I talked to people that had the surgery and they were telling me, oh, you hit stalls, don't worry about it. And it's different once you get past that and you feel like, oh, because when I was talking to everybody, they were like, you hit stalls, it's gonna be fine. I was like, what? You know, no, this is horrible. So I was going through change. But you lose weight like without doing anything, but because you can't eat, you're gonna lose weight. Um, next thing, next negative, you can't eat. That's the negative. I know a lot of times I want a certain thing to eat, but I only want that for like 2 seconds. And then after I see it in front of me, I'll take one bite. And then it's just like, that's it. I literally do not eat for the pleasure of eating anymore. I used to eat because I wanted to taste things. Now I just eat because, I just eat so I don't pass out. I just eat so I'm not lightheaded. Um, but before, I mean, if I had like cravings for like fried chicken or Chipotle or, a burger. Um, Not anymore. I don't really have cravings like that. I just sometimes need to eat because you get these hunger pains in the bottom of your stomach when your stomach feels empty. I used to get that at night, like right before I go to bed. I usually feel like this emptiness going on in my stomach and it makes these strange noises. And I'm like, oh, I need to eat. Oh, when's the last time I did it? So yeah. Number two positive, you feel better. Besides the hunger pains, I get up, I have more energy during the day. I can, usually at home, when I would get home from work, I would always want a nap, like every day. And maybe that went on for a while, but like I'm in 3 months right now and I can go without a nap. I'm okay. I feel more rested at night. So yeah, that's another positive, which is going to my next positive. I think I'm on positive number 3. Yes. Snoring. Before the surgery, I was a bad snorer. I mean, so much that when I was on trips, people were like, Jakia, please don't sleep next to me. Please, we gotta get separate rooms. Because I snored really, really loudly. And I might still snore, but I've heard from people around me that it's not as bad. It's not bad at all. Which is excellent. That means that the snoring was contributed to the weight and that maybe the sleep apnea is going away. I don't use one of the machines. I did take the test for it, which I thought was bogus because they said I didn't need it, but I thought I did. But anyway, I have a much rested sleep now. I feel better when I get up. Actually, I wake up now before my alarm, which was like, what? That never happened. Um, So that one. The next negative, I think I'm on four negatives because I said number one negative was gas, then I can't eat, then I burp all the time. I put like two or one at one point. But number four for the negatives is that, well, let me go to positive because this goes with the negative. Positive is that I'm losing weight. So my clothes that I haven't worn in years can fit. The other day, I had my sister put on I was in a wedding once in a bridesmaid dress about a couple years ago, and I was in a whole different weight. And my sister put on the dress and she zipped it right up. And I was just like, what? I remember having to wear a corset, like girdle, just to put the dress on. But I don't have to wear that now. She zipped it right up. And so I can fit things and things that I was like, sometimes I get nervous to put on pants because I'm like, what if I don't fit it? Because I still have that feeling, like I hate putting on clothes and can't wear it. And so sometimes I get nervous, but then you put them on and they slide right up and then they're too big. And you're like, when did that happen? And so that's a positive. Negative side of that, I don't have any clothes. I wear like the same pair of jeans. I went and got some leggings from Walmart. They were like $7. I went and bought like four pair of leggings. And I'm a teacher, so I don't make a lot of money. So I can't go out and buy a whole new wardrobe, and that's not smart anyway. So I like wear the same things over and over again because I can't fit anything. I know you're supposed to, a lot of people are telling me go to Goodwill or go to whatever. I don't have time, so I end up wearing the same things over and over again, and being like, changing the shawl, changing the sweater and everything because that's all I have. Sweaters go a long way because they can be big and kind of saggy and still work with them. But I don't have clothes, and it's expensive to go out and buy a new wardrobe. Um, Negative number five, bills. Okay, after you get the surgery, I know I had insurance cover a lot of things, but after I got my surgery, they did tell me that I would have to pay for the hospital stay and different things. But surgery, I mean, I'm just go ahead and be candid with you. Like my surgery was like $39,000. Who has that? I don't. And so, but it came down to it that they sent me a bill after everything for like 3,000, and I was like, okay, that's not bad. But I don't have that either. So I have to like make payment plans. And then reality hits you. Then you're like, oh, I got this surgery. I got to pay for this stuff. And so that's the negative thing, that unless your insurance covers everything, you got to pay for this stuff. And so that's a negative. But I think with the weight loss and where everything's going, it's worth it. I'm not feeling bad about it one bit, not regretting it one bit. Next one. That's positive. You're not hungry at all. You're not hungry. Like every now and then, I'm like, I told you at night I'll get those hunger pains, but I'm not hungry. Like I work and I'm a teacher, so I have people that try to feed me. It's Christmas time. These kids come in with snacks. I have so many things of cocoa on my desk, cookies and everything, and I just be like, I'll just take them in and say, here you go, regift to someone else. Which a year ago I would be sitting at my desk munching with popcorn and cookies and cakes. But now not at all. I can pass things up. I don't feel bad about saying I don't want to eat that or I can't eat that. My coworkers that try to feed me on a regular basis because they don't understand the struggle. Um, I don't feel bad when I tell them, oh no, that's fine. I'll just have the water, or whatever. Um, So the next one, I'll take a sip. The next one is going back to that. Thanksgiving came and went. I lost weight during Thanksgiving, which never happens. I lost pounds. I ate maybe like two slivers of ham and like a deviled egg or two, you know, and I was fine, which that never happened. So it was good. Um, but negative point number six is that I have now become a hoarder of food. In my refrigerator, you know, um, there is food in there, leftovers that have been in there for weeks, or not that weeks, but days. And I don't really eat them. I don't. I'll eat, take a bite here and there, and I don't. But for some reason, I still have that overeater in my mind. So the overeater in my mind will say, "Look, you need to save food, or you need to make a plate." And so I'm always making plates, but I never eat them. I have like a pan of food in my refrigerator. I had a friend over this weekend, and he was looking at my. He was like, "I'm gonna clean out your refrigerator," because it was just that bad. It was just that bad. It was so bad, and I was just like, "Oh no." I feel so. You know, um, I'm now a food hoarder. I collect food, but I don't eat it. Um, Next, positive. Confidence level goes up. Your confidence level boosts when you can fit clothes or go into certain places and you can put on jeans and you go down to another size and you can wear stuff that you haven't wear. Your confidence level booms. You want to take pictures, you want to do things, and you get attention. I remember people at my job who don't ever talk to me. Like one of my coworkers came and was like, "Hey, you losing weight, Stanley?" And I was like, "Yes." you know, I was so excited, and they're like, your britches are falling off, little things like that. People pay attention to you and they want to know what you're doing, which goes to negative point. The next negative point is which you always feel like you have to explain why you're losing weight. you know, there's been so many people that say to me, hey, what are you doing to lose weight? Like, what's your secret? And they want to know what's your secret and what you're doing to lose weight. And I'm like, I got surgery. And you feel like they're like looking at you like that's cheating, you know? And so it's like, you always have to tell people what you're doing because they'll look at you and they'll be like, you didn't look like that last week. What's going on with you? Are you starving yourself? And literally you are, not really, but yeah, you always have to explain what's going on. But the attention is amazing because it's like you're walking around and everybody's like, you look good, you look good, you look good, you look good. And you're like, yeah, you're soaking it up. Um, I don't know if I was on positive, negative. I think it was on negative. Okay, next ones. Next positive. Little goals and noticers are wonderful when you realize you can do something that you couldn't do before. Like if you could, I know I was before I had a really bad problems with my knees, and they were hurting, and I would always my knees would hurt all the time. And when they don't hurt as much, or when I put on, if you're 371, the struggle, or higher, the struggle. It's hard to put on your shoes and things at times, and with that, now you can lift up your leg, put on your shoes, put on your pants, do what you gotta do. You're more flexible. You can do things like that, and so you feel better because you can do things as little noticers. Your shoes. My shoes were tight, and my feet, were always swollen because of the food I was eating. I was eating food with a lot of salt in it, and so I was always swollen. I'm never swollen. My blood pressure is not as high. Little noticers like that. Um, it makes you love it. It makes you love the fact that you got the surgery, which I do. Um, Negative point number um 8, I think. I don't know. I might have skipped one, but y'all gotta forgive me because I don't know where I'm at. Negative point number 8. Right now, you notice I'm a little sick and I'm a little under the weather. My nose is running. My throat is flimsy. I don't feel too good. You can't really take pain relievers. After you can't take Motrin or ibuprofen or naproxen, naproxen. I don't know how people say that, but you cannot take that stuff because they tell you not to take that stuff. You take Tylenol, but Tylenol doesn't work like that stuff does. So things like that time of the month is not as good because you can't take the regular pain relievers that you would take. That's a negative. I took my medicine from the hospital. I still do. I still got some left. And so when it's that time of the month, I'm like taking this liquid Tylenol, which works, does the trick. Um, but yeah, you can. It's not the same. And you still get the pains and stuff that you get, but you can't take it with the pain relievers, which is bad. Um, Things like that. Okay. Positive point number 8. You spend less money on food. You do. I was a fast food person, and I can't tell you. I ain't gonna lie to you on this thing. I have been to fast food places since the surgery. I'm not one of those people. I just cook at home. No, I don't cook at home all the time. I do have food at home, and I hate when I cook at home because I always have leftovers for like 4 or 5 days. But um, when I go to places like a Cookout or Burger King, I can get like a kid's meal. I don't even eat the whole kid's meal. Like I eat the patty off the burger, or I eat like a 5 piece, and I don't even eat the whole 5 piece. I eat like 3 or 4. Um, that's amazing. You spend $1 or $2, $3, and you full for a while. That's not the same as before when you would get a number two with a double whopper with the fries and the large drink, and you still 2 hours after that want to eat. It's not the same. You spend a lot less money on food. If you're shopping, which I do, and you're spending money on food, now that can get to you because my negative point for the next one is that you get sick of the same food over and over again. That's my negative point. I get sick of eating the same thing. I can't eat it maybe once or twice. And then I'm like, I don't want it again. And so I remember taco salad. Once my boyfriend made taco salad and I ate on it for like 3 days. And I was just like, I can't eat taco salad. Whereas the other stuff, I could eat, before I could eat things over and over again. Now I want a different taste, but I can't eat a lot of it. So that's the negative. I have to switch it up. I think it's my taste palette. I know they say your taste buds change after surgery. And I know there's certain things I don't like because I guess the sleeve doesn't like it because I used to love things like miso soup. I don't like soup at all. I think that's because in the recovery process, I ate too much soup. I don't like soup. I don't, greasy foods do not work with the sleeve, with my sleeve at least. So I can't eat fried chicken like I love. That's my favorite food. And I can't eat it like that because I'll get sick, from fried chicken. Dairy products, even though like I said, sometimes I eat yogurt and I just suffer, but cheese does not work like it used to work. And so, that's that's the thing. I can't have the same food or I get sick and I'll never want it again. So I try to space things out a little bit. Number 9, positive. Health issues are starting to disappear. I think I touched on that earlier. I had high blood pressure and it was not high. Um, Knee problems. Nah, I can move faster. Not tired. Sleep apnea going away. So these things, I'm 64 pounds down, and these things are going a lot. They're moving or whatever. Okay. My last negative point number 10, is the worst for me. Acid reflux. Um, and heartburn. That is the worst. I think I live with acid. I have it right now. I live with acid reflux and heartburn. My food literally stays here in this area, which I don't know because my stomach is down in the lower portion. But like, if I heartburn is serious, and I had Nexium, but Nexium takes longer to work. I know I tried Pepsid, and Pepsid worked really well, but heartburn is normal. Acid reflux, I just learned to live with it. I try to drink water. It don't do anything for it. It just makes it like stay there a little bit. I think the only thing that works for um, acid reflux for me, I don't know why, but if I eat like a cracker, I don't know why. If I eat something that's salty or something, it makes it go down. I know back in the day you would have crackers and Sprite and things like that. I don't do the Sprite because I haven't had a soda since surgery, which is a blessing within itself. But yeah, so I don't, heartburn is constant. Like right now, I feel it. It's constant and it's not attractive. I mean, when you walking around and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, because you got heartburn, and you telling people I can't really hear you talk because I'm trying to focus on this food going down. You know, I since the sleeve in the beginning of the sleeve it was worse. Now it's kind of manageable. I'm okay. I'll have it. Usually when I get heartburn or acid reflux, I know it's time to eat because I think it's those gases because I'm a gassy person in the stomach starting to come up. So I'm like, oh, I need to eat something. When was the last time I ate? Can't tell you. I'm on a routine. I'm trying to eat 5 times a day. I might get 3. Anyway, last positive point. Positive point number 10 is that this surgery kind of puts things in perspective a lot. And you realize that, what you did before was basically killing yourself. You were eating things before, but now you're on a different path. So you start to expect greater. You know, you expect to be able to do things. You start making plans for things that you have not been able to do because now you can do it. Or you're getting to a point where you can do it. So you start expecting greater. I know this is about to be 2017. My life is about to get really good with traveling. I want to travel more. And a lot of times, the hindrance of weight puts boundaries on you that you don't even know you have. I didn't want to travel because I hated being in the car for a long period of time because of my knees. I'm not flying because I hate feeling cramped on a plane. Don't talk about a boat, or whatever, or a bus or whatever. Everything's uncomfortable. So with losing weight, you become more comfortable and you're able to fit in places a little bit more. And you can walk more. You can go places. You can venture out. So even when you do travel, you don't feel bad while walking. I know that subconsciously in my mind, when people would say we're gonna go somewhere where we have to walk, I was trying to figure out plan B, because I did not want to walk everywhere. But now I'm like, let's go to DC. Let's walk a little bit. And I'm fine with that. So you start to expect more. You start to feel more when it comes to what you're gonna do. I said I wasn't gonna make a long video, and this is now long. So I want to stop right here. And I did finish my 10. So I want to stop right here. If you have any questions, please put them below um, or whatever. I do have an Instagram, so you can follow me on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram a lot, but I'm trying to get better. So you can follow me. I do have a Facebook that I'm on all the time. So you can follow me on Instagram. I'll post that stuff below, and so you can see how that works. I'm sorry if I was looking kind of off on the camera because, like I said, I'm looking at myself and not the camera. So, hoping you have a good rest of the week and a Merry Christmas. Yay. Again, I am in love with the fact that I had surgery. I don't regret it at all. And if you are looking to have it, do it. Don't figure out what you got to do. I know even when I was talking to my mom, she got it today, but there was like a little hindrance at one point where she didn't think she was going to be able to get it. And I was telling her, don't let this stop you. Don't let this stop you because this thing is a life changer. It really does. It changes your life. It changes the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about other people. You start feeling better. Like, I don't have to deal with this. Just not, but you just feel better all around. So I wish I would have did it earlier, but better late than never. All right, so I'm gonna get off this thing, give my sister back the computer. You have a great rest of the week. BSG Kiki. All right, bye bye.